Working in an office is a completely different story. Dude. I don't even consider working in a software company programming at all. That is not programming. That's a completely different activity. That's a completely freaking different activity, so we're not talking about that. Playing the office politics game, it's a completely different art of its own, right? It's a completely different art of its own, and we can discuss that separately, right? That's a completely separate thing. It is also interesting sometimes, right? Bullshitting your way through your career, it is really interesting, right? But that's not programming. Don't confuse that with programming. In corporate environment, programming is dead. Nobody's doing programming in corporate environment. And this is something that I actually joked about on Twitter. It's just like, why people are so upset about programming being irrelevant because of the AI. In corporate environment, nobody does programming anyway. So what's, like, what? It's already dead. So why are you so upset? Like, it's already dead. It's been dead for many, many years. Nobody's really programming in there anymore. They're just like bullshit politics and shit. All of the actual programming is done for free in solitude by crazy open source maintainers and then ripped off by big corporations through AI and just usage of open source in general. So, not true actually, right? So quite a lot of open source is done also by big companies like Google. For example, right, they paid a lot of money to developers to just work on open source projects to push some things that they need in there. But it's kind of difficult to get in there, honestly. People want to feel important when they have that one tiny moment of creativity, only to have their ego completely crushed by the meaningless of it all. So the way I see that, if you work in office, right, in big corporation, what you have to do, you kind of have to embrace the complete meaningless of what the fuck is going on. You don't fight it, you don't do anything, you just embrace it and you play along. So you are faced with obnoxious mediocrity and meaninglessness and bullshit. Just fucking embrace that and become even more obnoxious bullshitter. Suggest absolutely fucking out of this world ideas that are play into that. Fucking embrace that. I'm telling you, fucking embrace that. And if you want actual programming and actual creativity, pet projects. Your personal pet projects. Even better, so bullshit yourself out of actual working on your job and work on your pet projects during the job. So that's the actual art. That is the actual art. So I think that's what you have to do. And remember, chat, remember, at the end of the month, you're gonna get paid the same amount of money no matter what you achieved and what you've done. That's the important thing. So in my case, right, I paid as much as I get subs and stuff like that, but you, and I don't even pay that anymore, so that's a completely different story. And you get paid at the end of the month the same amount, regardless of what you do. Think about that next time you're trying to impress somebody. Don't forget about that. And you get fired no matter how much you work. Exactly. If the time is to lay you off, it doesn't fucking matter.